But one thing for sure, and one thing for certain, every man Rihanna ever got involved with seriously wind up having to go to court, wind up losing their livelihood, wind up doing bad while she run off and make billions of dollars. But ASAP Rocky is in court suffering. Even his mother don't know what to do in this situation. ASAP Rocky supported by Mom Renee and entourage bigger than Kardashians, but not Rihanna as the shooting trial begins. So she done switched up on him. All he got in the end is himself, his mother, a few of his friends, no Rihanna in sight, and that's supposed to be his baby mother. Now we got a lot of people wondering, did she really give birth to them babies? Did she borrow Beyonce's baby bump in order for her to have them kids? Is ASAP Rocky even fertile? They said he ain't even bust them shots. It was a toy gun. So if he ain't willing to shoot up the club in real life, who's to say if he shot up the club when he was dealing with Rihanna? Them might not even be his kids. They might not be nobody kids. They got enough money for artificial intelligence, and I ain't trying to speak on nobody's kids, but it's looking like Rihanna is a toxic person. We about to talk about it, man. Make sure y'all do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button too. I got so much news for y'all. Rihanna switched up on ASAP Rocky. He thought that was his boo. He thought that was his baby. Now she ain't nowhere to be found. It's a shame too, because if she was there, they would go easy on him. Look at this, y'all.
Started now in the Los Angeles assault trial of hip-hop superstar ASAP Rocky after his defense lawyer told the jury the case is about jealousy and lies and greed caused by Rocky's former childhood friend. Here's a sample.
The evidence will show you it's nothing more than a money grab, nothing more. A clear attempt at extortion by Relly so he could funding this extravagant lifestyle of his.
So you see ASAP, also known as Rakeem Mayers, arriving at court as day one of the trial got started. Prosecutors accuse ASAP Rocky of pulling out a gun and shooting at an old friend known as ASAP Relly during an argument back in 2021. You've seen surveillance video of what prosecutors say is that altercation caught on camera. The 36-year-old rapper is facing 2 felony counts of assault with a semi-automatic weapon. A guilty verdict could land him in prison for up to 24 years. Rocky is pleading not guilty. NBC News.
Wait. Hold up. We got to talk about it, y'all. Because this is when Hollywood kicks in. This is when a lot of madness need to be discussed before people take this out of context. ASAP Rocky's lawyer says the gun used in the alleged Hollywood shooting was a music video prop. So they was putting on for them cameras. According to his lawyer, the gun wasn't even real. They was out there acting, trying to get him a buzz to let people know that he bust his gun in the street. ASAP Rocky ain't no fraud. He a supermodel with an edge. It's like Tyra Banks doing the drive-by. Who really gonna take that seriously? And for the people that do, y'all gotta understand, by having his black face in the news, that's doing them a whole lot of favors. They could chop this up however they want to chop this up. He like prime rib, prime real estate. They all about to make a sale. That's the way I feel about it. They ain't got no proof. Even though they parading this all in the media, they talking about it was a Hollywood prop, but still they gonna go ahead and drag it. And it gotta make you wonder, is Rihanna the most toxic female in hip hop history? We ain't never seen nobody that dealt with men, and these men wind up having the type of problems that the men Rihanna dated wind up having, y'all. Look at this.
Analyst Danny Savalos joining me now. Danny, how strong of a case is each side presenting here today, and what do you make of what we've heard so far on day one?
Well, the trouble with firearm possession cases, and especially use of firearm during the commission of a crime or even discharging a firearm, is that they're relatively easy to prove. You call a witness, that's the guy, he pulled out a gun, he pulled the trigger, and bullets came out of the gun. That alone will get you a conviction in most states, especially states that penalize discharging a firearm unlawfully. So that makes it a relatively strong case. But of course, in the chaos of that melee that you saw in that video, ASAP Rocky has some daylight because he might be able to argue that he may have been the victim, that the other guy was the aggressor. And in that chaos, he may be able to show that the government may not be able to show so easily that he did possess a gun and that he did pull the trigger.
So Rocky and his team opted to turn.
There's no gun in sight, no gun blast, no nothing. They playing games with y'all, and I'm here to let y'all know exactly what's going on. Out of all of the angles they could have got, you ain't see no sparks, no flares, no flash, no nothing. If he really had a gun in his hand like that, why would his boy get up on him so close? You ain't about to put your hands on nobody with a pistol in their hand. I don't give a damn who they are, especially if they mad. They hugged up on each other. They talking, they conversating. Ain't no gun nowhere in sight. Look at this.
So easily that he did possess a gun and that he did pull the trigger.
So Rocky and his team opted to turn down an appeal of 180 days.
Did he have the gun in that man's hoodie or something? Because I don't know where the gun went.
Turn down an appeal.
I'm trying to figure it out, man. Because they going to keep on playing these games with these entertainers, and that ain't even what it is.
So Rocky and his team opted to turn down an appeal of 180-day, a plea deal of 180 days in jail, and then take the risk of going to trial where he could actually face real prison time, right? Is that a big gamble, given the circumstances in this case?
Hold on, somebody did have the biscuit. Wait a minute, who that with the...
A big gamble, given the...
That's ASAP, he kissed the nigga before he...
Circumstances...
What in the zesty is going on here? Wait a minute, y'all. That was an intimate moment amongst them. What the... Hold on, wait. Go back to the video. I'm over here fucking up bad. Yo, y'all go ahead, call in while I figure this out. Because I can't believe them boys doing all this zesty activity with each other. They ain't going to jail for that. Unless being zesty is a crime. Hold on, y'all need to see this, man. Look.
And shooting at an old friend known as ASAP Relly during an argument back in 2021. You're seeing surveillance video of what prosecutors say is that altercation caught on camera. The 36-year-old rapper is facing 2 felony counts of assault with a semi-automatic weapon. A guilty verdict could land him in prison for up to 24 years. Rocky is pleading not guilty. NBC News analyst Danny Savalos joining me now. Danny, how strong of a case is each side presenting here today, and what do you make of what we've heard so far on day one?
Well, the trouble with firearm possession cases, and especially use of firearm during the commission of a crime or even discharging a firearm, is that they're relatively easy to prove. You call a witness, that's the guy, he pulled out a gun, he pulled the trigger, and bullets came out of the gun. That alone will get you a conviction in most states, especially states that penalize discharging a firearm unlawfully. So that makes it a relatively strong case. But of course, in the chaos of that melee that you saw in that video, ASAP Rocky has some daylight because he might be able to argue that he may have been the victim, that the other guy was the aggressor. And in that chaos, he may be able to show that the government may not be able to show so easily that he did possess a gun and that he did pull the trigger.
So Rocky and his team opted to turn down an appeal of a plea deal of 180 days in jail, and then take the risk of going to trial where he could actually face real prison time, right? Is that a big gamble, given the circumstances in this case?
It is the biggest gamble of gambles. Forget Atlantic City, forget Las Vegas. I'm telling you, as a criminal defense attorney, it takes nerves of steel to turn down a plea offer, any plea offer. And that's why the vast majority of cases end in plea deals, because let's just...
All they got to do is drag it for as long as they want to drag it. And have his mans or whoever complaining, ASAP Relly or whatever, say something different. And that's what they gonna do. Seen it with the Young Thug trial. They just need his face in the news, a black celebrity. You see they kicking off 2025 with this madness. Gotta have something cooking, gotta have something rolling while they out here passing all these laws and doing all this shit behind the scenes. They pushing some shit ASAP Rocky did like 4-5 years ago. Now it's the hottest headline out here. This is what people really need to be concerned about. Look at this, man. Trump advances his agenda in opening days of the presidency. He already on some shit. What Trump supporters want for the future of America. Speaker Mike Johnson invites Trump to deliver address to Congress. Trump administration suspends some funding for refugee resettlement groups. Trump border czar says he's realistic. Mass deportation plan success depends on Congress. So it's going to be a lot of people moving, man. Get them U-Haul trucks ready because it's going to be some changes happening. Trump uses mass firing to remove independent inspectors general at a series of agencies. People losing their motherfucking jobs. This was just 20 minutes ago. Trump's first week strategy, flood the zone and repeat. He lock it down and repeat. Pull up on your block, shut it down, lock it down, repeat. But ASAP Rocky bust his gun, even though it could have been a toy gun. And they ain't got no proof on the video or nothing. The dude he going up against is a childhood friend. Who says they can't work that out? And what was the beef about? They said the beef was over the fact that ASAP Rocky didn't put up no money for ASAP Yams' funeral. And that's why they was out there beefing over funeral money. Not no personal money. They all got money. Their money is good. The reason for the dispute is because allegedly ASAP Rocky didn't help ASAP Yams have a proper burial, y'all. Yo, hello. Who this is, man? Yo. Okay, we got to keep this a 5-star presentation. What's going on? Who this be, man?
This is Jimmy.
Oh, that's what it is. We got Jimmy on the phone. What's on your mind, brother? We all ears.
Yeah, I hear you talk about the Rihanna thing, you know, ASAP Rocky. Rihanna switched up on him?
Yeah.
How so?
The thing about it is ASAP Rocky got his family in court. His mother showed up. He got his entourage there. Everybody but Rihanna showed up to court. And this ain't the first time a dude she was dealing with found himself in hot water. And that's why I'm asking the question, is she a toxic female? Because you figure you get with Rihanna, you're going to have a bunch of success. But it seemed like all that come with her is drama in court cases. And on top of that, she not even there to support her baby dad. They asked him in court, was they married? They looking at each other, shrugging their shoulders like they don't know what the hell they are. Damn, well, whatever. Like I was saying, man, just go on and play the video. I ain't got time for this shit.
Just face it. Most of us don't have the stomach to go through a criminal trial. Most of us don't have the stomach for that kind of risk. The 180 days is a known quantity, whereas you could end up 24-year maximum. But if you feel good about your case and you feel strong and you feel confident in your attorneys, then you go forward and go to trial. But few among us have that kind of chutzpah.
Or the money to be able to do this, I'm guessing, right? I mean, it's his attorneys, they're not cheap.
Actually, you know, I got to tell you, a lot of times with public defenders, those are the folks that end up going to trial.
Oh, no, he didn't say nothing about no public defender. And Rihanna's supposed to have $1 billion and ASAP Rocky in the courtroom by himself with a public defender? And they trying to figure it out? He ain't got no resources to pull together? Where's his support? His mother ain't go platinum. She ain't got no Fenty clothing line. What can she do besides sit there and pray? And a lot of times prayer is all you really need. And if his mother's a praying woman like I hope she is, then it's a possibility he gonna get out of this trouble by the end of next week. And hopefully that's the case, or else they gonna drag this through the mud. And who really wanna see this, man? They saying they was out there playing. Ain't nobody get hurt. Homie talking about his knuckles got grazed from the bullets. This is a bigger hoax than the Megan Thee Stallion Tory Lanez shooting. On the night he allegedly shot a founding member of the New York rap crew, that helped launch his career, A$AP Rocky, was carrying only a prop gun from a music video that couldn't fire real bullets, his defense attorney said on Friday. So he had a gun, but it was a fake gun. So if shit got real, he just would have been dead. Don't pull them things out unless you plan to bang. He ain't had no plans on banging it. He just pulled it out just so he can talk some shit. During opening arguments in the rap star's Los Angeles assault trial, defense attorney Joe Tropicana painted Rocky, whose real name is Rakeem Mayers, as the victim rather than the aggressor in an assault case that could end with him facing up to 20 years in prison. So that's what they running with. He is not the aggressor. He's the victim. The gun wasn't even real. And they're going to be pushing this for the next 6 months or so. It might go longer than that. They might drag this all the way into 2027. Your driver's license going to expire, and they still going to be talking about if the gun was real or if the gun was fake. Persecutors have accused Mayers of shooting Terrell Afron, a.k.a. A$AP Rocky, on a Hollywood street corner after a heated argument on November 6, 2021. What takes so long for them to get around to this stuff, man? I'm trying to tell y'all, they put these black celebrities on the back burner just in case they got to use them in the future. And on top of all of that, Rihanna ain't said nothing to the media. She ain't put out no press report, no nothing. Even though they got kids, she ain't show no pictures of her in distress. It really got to make you wonder, what is this really all about? Is it propaganda, bullshit, while they got other stuff going on behind the scenes? Y'all gonna have to let me know how y'all feel about it, man. Yo, listen at this.
Opening statements are expected to begin today in the A$AP Rocky trial. The Grammy-nominated rapper is facing 2 felony charges for allegedly shooting at a former friend, A$AP Rocky, during a 2021 confrontation. A$AP Rocky has pleaded not guilty, turning down a plea deal earlier this week. He could face up to 24 years in prison if convicted.
Damn.
Former Florida State Attorney Dave Ehrenberg joins me now for more on this. Dave, thanks for coming on. You know, some are already taking issue with this trial because there are no black people on this jury. What do you make of that? And what else are you learning about this jury and how they were selected?
Good to be with you, Diane. Yes, it should be a concern. Joe Tacopina, the lawyer for A$AP Rocky, has expressed concerns about it. He wanted to take an immediate appeal. The judge said no. After all, though, both sides have what you call peremptory challenges, which means you could strike a juror for any reason, as long as it's not a bad reason, as long as it's not for race. And both sides, the defense and the prosecution, had several peremptory challenges in their pocket. They could have used them. They did not, which makes me think that both sides are actually okay with this jury. Just because there are no black jurors doesn't mean it can't be a fair and impartial.
So he wasn't a flight risk or nothing. They let him travel internationally. He went off to have kids. Like ain't nothing happened. They literally put this on the back burner. It's an attempted murder, and they let him just go and come back 4 years later just to get the things going. Is that how it worked? Because I had to do jury duty before. God forbid I ever have to do it again. I had to do jury duty before, and God forbid I ever have to do it again. And I seen some shit. People getting in fights at Burger King and having to go to court for that. And they ain't waiting a whole year for the process. So you figure something serious like this, they ought to deal with it immediately. Since he's at large, he could be a menace to society. Somebody help me understand. Does it work like that? Can you do a crime and your trial don't start until 4 or 5 years after the fact? If that makes sense, and I'm wrong about this, then somebody let me know in the comment section or something, because it's hard for me to connect these dots. If he out here ruthless, did he have a permit for the gun? Is that why it took so long for the trial? I don't know.
Partial jury, they have to be able to set aside their biases and anything they know about this case and just follow the evidence and the law. So even though both sides seem to be posturing about it, it seems like they can get a fair trial in this case.
Dave, you say this will be a tough case to prove. Why?
The evidence is kind of weak, Diana, and I'm a former prosecutor. And really what they have is a surveillance video that may or may look like ASAP Rocky in the video. That's going to be key evidence. But they didn't find any shell casings at the scene. In fact, the person who found it was the victim. It wasn't police. The victim came back hours later and said, here they are.
Yeah, they did say that. And that was another thing that really, really tripped me out. The dude that allegedly got shot went to the scene and found the shell casings himself. Like, the police couldn't do it. The forensic team just wasn't on their job. He had to go up there himself, find the shell cases, and present it to the police to prove that shots was actually let off. He could have went somewhere, bust his gun twice, pop, pop, came back to the scene with the cases in his hand. Like, here go this is the bullets that he used to shoot me with. It's all some Hollywood bullshit, if you ask me. Everybody involved is related. It seemed like they scheming on the way to get into the mainstream media, because the album ain't gonna do it. They can get in the studio with Kanye West or whatever the case is and try to come up with something that's gonna garner more attention than this, and I doubt if it will be possible. Persecutors have accused Mayer of shooting ASAP Rocky, and while much of the persecution case was aired last year during the preliminary hearing, this week was the first time the public got to look at Tropicana's defense strategy for an hour Friday afternoon. Tropicana hammered Ampheron credibility, arguing he only reported Mayers to the police to boost the civil suit and insisting he knew Mayers was carrying a fake weapon. Tropicana pointed to the fact that the LAPD officers found no evidence of a shooting when they responded to 911 calls in the area that night, and questioned how Ampheron, not the police, managed to recover 2 shell casings when he returned to the scene an hour later. It's this type of shit. Why would this go to trial? Judge Judy could handle this, no problem. She tell him to shut up, tell ASAP to shut up, slam the hammer, end the case. It's a fake gun. The police didn't find no shell cases. You knew it was a fake gun. You come back with shell cases. Judge Joe Mathis can get to the bottom of this in less than 15 minutes. They need to be on Joe Brown with this bullshit. But like I said, they're going to drag it. Just keep as long as you see ASAP Rocky with them weed smoking lips in the news. Look. And Rihanna done sat her ass somewhere eating a taco or whatever the case is. She ain't concerned about ASAP Rocky whatsoever. So much unconcernedness to where she didn't even show up to court. She had the Met Gala with a stocking cap on her head. They talking about she didn't age gracefully, and ASAP Rocky will be happier in jail instead of sharing the bed with her every night. And I know that's cold-blooded for people to say things like that, but she seemed like a toxic person. She ain't been producing nothing good as of late. And everything she been a part of seemed to be falling apart. People be wearing her clothing, but the threads and shit be coming out. You go to put on your Fenty jacket, and the sleeves ain't even attached to the coat no more. It's fucked up. Maybe she's the problem. He was doing all right before he got with her. When he started dating her, that's when he started having problems. You ain't never heard nothing about ASAP Rocky being in the news for no violence, no shooting, but as soon as he started dealing with Riri, now he public enemy #1, and she not even there to support him. And don't say that she gonna have his back, because we seen what happened with Chris Brown. She took the blame for the ass whooping. She felt like she deserved it before them people at Roc Nation got a hold of her and made her change her story. Same thing with Megan Thee Stallion. She said she stepped on some glass. She was drunk. She was acting up. Tory Lanez was scared of her because she the She-Hulk and he only 4'11". That was her story originally. So how's she gonna do it this time? He seen that she ain't show up to court. He looking, his family there, and you figure that's the time when everybody come together. Maybe she had something else to do. Maybe it was something more important than her showing up to court to be with her man. His mother was there. He had an entourage bigger than the damn Kardashians. And Rihanna wasn't nowhere in the crowd. All of his supporters, all of the people that really love him, she couldn't roll out of bed, throw on her pajamas like she usually do and go up there to the courtroom to see about her guy. Rihanna, who has 2 children with Rocky, was a no-show in the court this whole week. She ain't been there not. And this is making me upset. ASAP, she not the one, man. You need to get a paternity test for them kids and just go the other way. Y'all gotta let me know how y'all feel about it, because now I'm about to show y'all the coldest part of the video. This part right here gonna have you scratching your head, looking at Rihanna crazy, and you gonna be questioning, why did A$AP Rocky even get involved with this woman in the first place? Y'all need to see this, man. This the part of the video that y'all came to see, and I'm about to give it to y'all right now. Yo, go ahead, play that, man. Get it right for y'all. Get it nice and it's good. Okay, all right, here you go. Y'all need to see this.
All right, now let's go over the details. As I said, the people that are involved, the location, and I'll give you an explanation of what you've seen on these 2 videos. This case takes place in the heart of Hollywood. This is the iconic Hollywood and Vine. The picture you see here is just a demonstrative picture of that intersection, but it's an iconic intersection in Hollywood. That intersection is about 1 block one block west and 1 block north of the crime scene. So for those of you who are familiar with Hollywood and that intersection, it's a pretty big landmark, and that's where I want to focus your attention. Now, the actual shooting in this case takes place on a much smaller street in Selma and Vista Del Mar. But this is the area around where that shooting took place. It is a very densely populated part of Hollywood. And there are some landmarks on there that you might be familiar with, just so that you can familiarize yourself with the location that we're talking about.
Man, wait. It ain't even that deep, bro. They don't even need all this shit. That little pellet gun ain't caused that much ruckus. They showing the whole map like the whole LA heard them guns go off. Like A$AP Rocky committed a crime that was so major, they had to use the satellites and all this shit just to figure out what the hell happened. They going through all this, man, if they don't miss me with this nonsense. Matter of fact, I'ma shut up. Y'all gonna see how ridiculous this is. Look.
Building at the top, the W Hotel.
And I'm telling you, you will definitely see deposits. You will definitely get checks.
I was skeptical in the beginning too.
And Hollywood Boulevard. The shooting, as you've seen, occurred just outside of a parking lot on that corner of Vista, Del Mar, and Selma. That was a parking lot at the time that was full of cars. And it was ringed by a nightclub on the corner, a sound studio, a hotel, and 3 different apartment buildings right around. As I said, densely populated. This was also Saturday night. Saturday, November 6, 2021.
Hold on, wait. They talking about it was at nighttime, but in that video, it looked like it was in broad daylight. Unless they got some night vision goggles. Do that look like nighttime to y'all?
You're seeing surveillance video of what prosecutors say is that altercation caught on camera. The 36-year-old rapper is facing...
I don't know about all that. Hold up. No, where's that? Yeah.
At about 10 p.m. in Hollywood. This is a time that Hollywood is busy. Now that you understand kind of the locations that are involved, I want to start with how this case starts for LAPD.
Hi, I live in the apartment on the corner of Argyle and Selma in Hollywood, and there's just been a shooting.
So at 10:18 p.m., LAPD receives this call, that there's been a shooting at the intersection of Argyle and Selma. The call continues.
Hold on, wait. That was the whole phone call that they got. Hi, there's a shit. They ain't played the tape. That's the phone call. They ain't ask her the location, anybody injured, are you okay? Hold on, they can't be serious with this madness.
Locations that are involved. I want to start with how this case starts for LAPD.
Hi, I live in the apartment on the corner of Argyle and Selma in Hollywood, and there's just been a shooting.
I ain't never heard nobody that excited about a shooting a day in my life. She be the main, every time a shooting happens, she just be filled with joy. Like, today is a wonderful day. Like, hi, I want to report a shooting. Yeah, it's another beautiful day. That woman sound like she called them on Christmas morning after she opened all of her presents, man.
Now that you understand kind of the locations that are involved, I want to start with how this case starts for LAPD.
Hi, I live in the apartment on the corner of Argyle and Selma in Hollywood, and there's just been a shooting.
So at 10:18 p.m., LAPD receives this call that there's been a shooting at the intersection of Argyle and Selma. The call continues though.
Did you see anything or you just heard it?
Yes. No, we watched it.
Okay, what did you see?
There were four men, and they were kind of fighting as they were walking along Argyle, and then they turned left on Selma, and were yelling and they started running. And they turned left into the back lot apartment for El Centro Apartments.
Oh shit, the ASAP mob is back on the map. They bust their guns, they get busy. They the talk of the town. Harlem, stand up. They them boys. They got the Dipset beat. Cameron and Jim Jones was just in the news. Joel Santana in the news. Harlem is back. Diddy in the news. Harlem, stand up. That's what's happening. It's the Harlem takeover, man. It's like an earthquake. The Harlem Shake earthquake is happening right now. Every last one of them catching cases and doing remarkable gangster things out here in the mainstream media. It's either it's Harlem's time of crime, or them dudes from Harlem figured out another way to get a bag. And if you know anything about Harlem, they gonna get to the money. They talking about money grab written all over this. I think the whole thing is a money grab. They line them up based off of Rihanna's name. If it wasn't for Rihanna, they wouldn't give a shit about publicating this. They plan on using her name more in the future. That's what's gonna sell this whole thing. His connection with Rihanna. That's the only glue they got to make this thing stick. Look at this, man.
Now, the four men that you see on that screen will be the four men that we'll talk about in a minute. They were the four that were at that location.
Someone pulled out, the guy in the black sweatshirt pulled out a gun.
Okay.
And he shot, and I think the guy who shot was blue.
Now, the evidence in this case will be that the man in the black sweatshirt was the defendant, Rakeem Myers. That evidence will be uncontradicted. As you have heard throughout jury selection, Mr. Myers is an entertainer, and he goes by the stage name A$AP Rocky. You will hear other nicknames that he is referred to in the evidence in this case, including Flacco and Luigi. At the time of this crime, Mr. Myers was 33 years old.
Oh, just put him on the damn board with the rest of the mob. Put him up there with Gotti, Lucky Luciano. So his name Flocky. They call him Luigi. They trying to liken him to that dude that shot that healthcare dude. Public enemy number one. His profile is notorious because of a toy gun in the middle of Hollywood, a Hollywood prop. It is what it is. Y'all keep listening.
He has his own company that I believe is referred to as AWGE, A-W-G-E, that you will hear referred to in the testimony in this case. And as we've talked about, his significant other is Rihanna. The victim in this case is a man by the name of Pharrell Efron. And Mr. Efron, you will hear, was also a member of the ASAP collective, and he went by the nickname ASAP Relly. Mr. Efron was also 33 years old at the time of this crime. And what you will hear from Mr. Efron is that he was friends with Mr. Myers well before this case and well before even Mr. Myers was...
Man, who give a damn about his black ass for real? Who gives a fuck? He ain't Cassie. He ain't Rihanna. Who cares? Somebody busted. He probably needed a bullet in his ass, man. This don't gotta make it to CNC, ABC, all that shit. Niggas shoot at each other all the time. You think them people at Good Morning America concerned about this motherfucker? I highly doubt it. You think Gayle King on the beat trying to make sure she gets some justice for ASAP Relly? The LAPD won't stop until this young man gets some justice. So what? If shit got, as long as nobody got shot on pop, 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 too bad it missed his head. Who gives a fuck? This is pissing me off every day. They just want to have they black. Look at his face, man. They want him in the news looking like Bubba Gump Shrimp. That's what it's all about. They want his face, his smugly face in the news for criminal activities. Just to stereotype, even if they got money, even if they famous, even if they a celebrity, even if they got the resources to not give a fuck. They still criminal and they still out here doing criminal things. This is retarded. Y'all gonna have, you know what, I'ma shut up. I'ma just play the video, man, cause my opinion is my opinion. And I ain't gotta keep voicing my opinion. I'm more interested in y'all's opinion, man. The phone line's open. Y'all can feel free to call if that's what y'all want to do and answer the question. And this is my question right here, man. Is Rihanna a toxic person? How come men can't prosper with Rihanna? How come they just can't go off and have successful careers while they dealing with Rihanna? So many men have failed just trying to be by her side. What is it about her that don't promise a life of abundance, but a life of suffering and pain? Look at Chris Brown. He's still going through it. He still ain't get back right after being with Rihanna. And it's looking like ASAP Rocky is about to go through the same thing. And if all of this stuff is real and none of this stuff is fake, like I've been alleging that it may be fake, it's a possibility that ASAP Rocky could be spending the next 20 or so years in jail. He already turned down the plea that could have had him doing 180 days in jail, 500 hours of community service, and a few other things that he would have had to do in order to be a free man. But he turned that down to play Russian roulette with his life. And on top of all of that, his baby mama, his girlfriend, Rihanna wasn't even there. His mother was there. His friends was there. He had an entourage there that was bigger than the Kardashians. Everybody showed up except for Rihanna. I guess once you start falling off and your thing ain't rolling smooth, that's when she get ghost. He don't know where her or them kids is at right now. He going through it alone. And you know it's bad when your mama got to call off to work just to spend time with her child. I'm pretty sure his mother got plenty of other things she could be doing. But now she got to be there when Rihanna's supposed to be there, because now his mother is the only woman that he got in his corner that love him for real. And this is one of the saddest stories I ever seen. How come he couldn't just have a successful modeling career? And I ain't blaming Rihanna for what happened, but she must not be giving him no money. If he out here bickering over little stuff, ASAP Yam should have had mashed potatoes, corn, turkey, grits, whatever he wanted at his funeral. But they talking about the dispute started because they ain't have enough money to put together for ASAP Yams' funeral. And he a Latin brother too. I'm pretty sure it was a bunch of people there and they all had to sit on the floor because ASAP Rocky ain't want to come out the pockets. It don't take nothing for Rihanna to get some goddamn fold-out chairs, some blankets. You know it was cold in New York when he got buried. Rest in peace to Yams. Shouldn't no grown man be buried in no shoebox. That's all I'm gonna say, man. I understand it had a Nike logo on it and all, but they should have pulled together some more money somehow. Maybe that's why they got to fighting. Maybe that's why ASAP really was so pissed off. How you gonna bury Yams in a potato sack and you supposed to have millions of dollars? Maybe they was beef. Maybe it's all real, man, because that is disrespectful to bury somebody named Yams and don't even have no soul food at the damn funeral, man. That's enough to piss anybody off.
Famous individual. That essentially, I believe they met in high school and grew up together. He has known Mr. Mayers 18 or 19 years at the time that this shooting happened. And you will also hear that he, too, at the time was working in the music industry, and he had his own company called Shut Eye Entertainment.
Can you believe that this guy in this picture is me? I didn't realize how bad my hair loss was until I saw the transformation.
Hold on, wait a minute. They did what was? Oh, hold on, no, go back to that. They did what with his head? They gave him hair? Oh shit! Wait a minute, what they did?
I was part.
It was bald head. Wait a minute, look at this. Look.
Bosley procedure, and it's.
Oh shit! They turned him into Justin Bieber. What the hell? What's the name of this? Yo, that better not be no toupee on their head because they fooling people, man.
Phenomenal. I have no complaints, no.
Oh, now he getting bitches
regrets
again.
about getting it.
After the procedure and my hair has grown back, I feel like.
Oh, they lying. How they gonna grow back a S curl on that man's head? And if he was really going bald, he wouldn't have took the chance to put them chemicals back in and said, okay, I'll call phony baloney, man. On to the next segment. They had me going for a minute until I seen him there with that damn S curl on his head. Ain't no way that shit real. Let's get back into this ASAP news. Y'all need to see this anyway. Look.
Now, I mentioned it already, but to put a finer point on it, the group that both of these men were members of is called ASAP. It doesn't stand for what you probably thought it did when you walked into court. It's an acronym for Always Strive and Prosper. Was formed.
Always what now? Hold on, I missed that. Always strive and prosper. That ain't what that shit stand for. They must have just made that up for the courtrooms, man. Always sucking up to people. Always slapping asses on people, man. Always sucking at pussy. I don't know, man. ASAP. What could Always Strive and Prosper mob? Is they a Christian group or no, man? Like, we always strive and prosper. Look, if you prospering, you ain't got to really strive like that. Like I said, they made that up for the court, y'all.
Formed by high school age kids in Harlem, New York around 2006. They call themselves a collective. You will hear are rappers, producers.
What the fuck that got to do with the shooting, man? They trying to bring the people in the suburbs up to date. They got their pens and papers out like, how to profile a nigga. They thoroughly profiled. They ain't got shit else to talk about. This is what this they to-do list, man. This the work they get at these news companies. They seen how that Diddy flow went down. How everybody was pulling up in Tesla trucks off of the Diddy news. Got to do your research on these black guys. You know, did you know that A$AP Rocky is related to A$AP Ferg, who is indeed related to Diddy one way or another from back in the day in Harlem. They're going to make movies about this shit. We're frontlining the information for the future. They trying to make as much black bucks they can make off of hip hop, since it ain't selling no damn music. Whatever's left of it, they gotta use the scraps to make something. They making something out of nothing. Them people at the news worse than niggas. They know how to make something out of nothing. They said the chairman of BET took over for all the news platforms, man. He giving them all the recipe on how to make $1 million off a nickel. That's how I feel. And you know what? I'm probably wrong, but I got reasons to believe. Like I said, I've been doing this for about 10 years, man, so I can see Bush a mile away. If you've been on the computer for 10 years straight looking at this madness, you will be able to see the pattern of what's happening with these celebrities out here. So you could take my word for it, but you ain't got to. That's just the way I feel. I ain't saying that's the way you gotta feel. I'm just letting y'all know that's the way I feel about it, man.
Music video directors, designers, people that have different artistic pursuits that essentially work together. And there are many members of A$AP. The ones that you will primarily hear in this case are obviously Mr. Mayers, the victim, but also the two friends that were with Mr. Mayers at the time this happened. And they go by A$AP Ills.
They did not blow up, but they didn't bomb shit. Cut this. What? They make it seem like they have pulled a heist. Like they Ocean's 11 or some bullshit, man. Just because things got heated and he pulled that little deuce out his skinny jeans. And there was a toy gun at that. The police ain't find no damn shell casings. Like I'm A$AP Rocky, nigga. Get busy in the street with my niggas, you know what I'm saying? You heard about the pistol, then you heard about the pistol, nigga. He had the modeling show acting like he Gucci Mane or something because he pulled the damn piece of shit pistol out. He got them other models shook. Like, what you say, fuck boy? Like, today is not going to be my day. I quit. If A$AP's coming to work today, I'm not going to know. I'm not going on the runway. Like, your pussy ass going to run away from the runway? Like, yeah. He got them supermodels shook. Like, you heard about the pistol, then, nigga. I slipped this pistol up your dress, weak ass nigga. Put this pistol up your motherfucking dress, nigga. While you in there getting dressed, putting on them poom poom hoochie daddy pants. You better act like you know A$AP Rocky is in the building. Like, oh my gosh, I'm totally gonna quit. I'm running away from the runway. I can't do it, mom. He got them dudes in the hallway with their blouses on, crying on their phone with their mama. Like, mom, I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm gonna have to come home, get a regular job. Maybe I'll do construction. I don't know. Gotta man up, mom. I can't do the modeling anymore. It's fucking crazy around here. Y'all let me know if y'all believe this bullshit. Cause I'm finding it hard to believe. Look at this, man.
And A$AP 12E. And I will just pre-warn you that 12E gets spelled a bunch of different ways.
He said he gotta warn them that 12E is spelled a bunch of... Let me warn you. This one right here is tricky. The other guys, you know, they're confusing and everything, but you'll get the hang of it. But that 12E... Get the fuck out of here.
Consistent. And there will be one last member that you'll hear about briefly, who goes by the stage name A$AP Bari.
Yo.
Yo, what's good?
What's going on?
Calling out of Harlem.
Yo, that's what it is. We got the homie calling from Harlem, New York. What's on your mind, brother, man?
Nah. You know, I was looking at you talking about A$AP Rocky and Rihanna. I just gotta say, brother, yo, you funny. I ain't gonna lie, you man funny. I gotta give you your props on that. True story.
No doubt.
But before I tap in and say what I gotta say, I was looking at some stuff about whatever you call it. Basically the dude that's taking A$AP to court.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that this dude is so silly. that he went back to the crime scene where it happened at, and he went to go receive the shell casings, the shell casings to take back to the precinct for the officers to use for to investigation.
Hmm.
You
Yeah,
heard about
that's what he
you
did,
heard
man.
about that?
Yeah, they said that the police didn't find no shell cases. The cops were called. They showed up to the scene. They did a thorough investigation. They didn't see nothing. They kept it moving, and then here he come down to the precinct with 2 shell cases in his hands. Like,
Yeah,
here they go, right here, y'all. This dude, and nigga shot me, yo. Make sure you put this in the police report.
yeah. He did that stupid. He did that stupid shit. I want to know, is that going to hold up in court? Do you think that stupid shit going to hold up in court?
Man, anybody with a brain can see that this is some bullshit. But in order to use it as news, they on the craze. Black male celebrities committing crimes of any sort is edible meat for news companies, man. So they don't give a fuck. And that gotta make people think, like, with all of this news, with Diddy, Jay-Z, you seen the Jay-Z victim, the accuser. Talking about,
Yeah, yeah,
I went to,
yeah. I heard.
she didn't even know what the fuck was going on. And they
Yeah,
still
yeah,
entertained her bullshit.
yeah. That's a fact. I heard she was the R word. I don't think we could use that no more. So I'm just gonna say the letter.
Yeah, they entertain. Even though they warned the people before they play her bullshit, like, okay, everybody, we're gonna play this anyways, but before we do, we just letting y'all know it's alleged allegations and speculations. But here, what she got this, why would they even put her up there, even though they got doubts?
Yeah, B. That's crazy. I was thinking the same thing, man. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of shaky. You know what I'm saying? And everything kind of seemed fixed, but until I think like this shit been going on like a while. So and honestly, if ASAP do get hung, it's gonna be like that'll be messed up because this dude motherfucking play the Spectre Gadget and brung evidence to the precinct.
Yeah, his
So
own
that's
proof.
crazy. I don't know.
And they took it and can you imagine him coming in there and they taking it, the forensic team take the shell cases from his hands with all his
Hmm.
fingerprints and shit on it, put it in
Hmm.
a bag and store it as evidence in the soon to be ASAP trial, even though they didn't find shit on the scene.
That's ridiculous, man. He should see. He should. I don't. He got a lawsuit right there. I think ASAP should sue California for putting him through all this bull crap, wasting money.
I'm pretty sure they're like, look, ASAP, you're not going to jail for this. Trust me, you're not. But we can sure use you in the media. Trump's in office. There are going to be a lot of changes going around here. And we're not saying we're going to use you as a distraction or anything, but the news that's going to be coming out has to have filters, and we would love to use you as a filter. We actually have X amount of money for you, and no money isn't a problem with you, but if you can do it for America, we'll give you the Medal of Merit.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because I'm glad you brought up President Trump because last time ASAP caught a case out of America, I think Trump got him pardoned, or something like that.
He did. From a whole
Yeah, he
nother
did.
country, Trump was like, hey, bring my guy ASAP back. So that lets you know that ASAP is connected with the Trumpster. And if he needs somebody to help him, if you can do me a favor, ASAP, I know it's hard, but I can make things so much easier, so much easier. But I need a favor. I did a favor for you. Remember when you were over there, no one came, I came. Can you do me that favor? What you think? He gonna tell him no?
Nah, I mean, you know how the old saying go? On one hand, wash the other, both wash the face, right?
Exactly.
Nah, that's a fact, B. And like I said, I was saying that before. If anything, shit, if he got pardoned before, why he can't get pardoned again? And he already doing business with Trump administration since back then. You know what I mean?
Since back then, man. And a lot of people in the news right now had dealings with Obama. And I'm not saying that's completely the truth or that's the case, but you got to question how come they steamrolling this news with these male celebrities on such a high scale. Usually it's the YouTubers putting this shit together or the blogs like the source, TMZ. Not they on ABC, NBC, CBS with this shit. They back in the day they wouldn't even bother with this madness.
I mean, Black Americans is a how they say is a I don't know, a viable selling source, man. We always going to sell, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
regardless, even if it's good or bad, you know.
Yeah. And it got to make you consider your daily news in your city. A lot of times when you turn on the news, it's a brother on there. He got caught stealing a Snicker bar at the
Yeah.
gas station or some shit. And they going to
Hmm.
play all that. And then when it come to positive news, there's a charity down at the Cow Fest and the kids came out with candy corn and so handed out bags to the kids. They always put the good news on them for the most part. But when you got a brother in the news, not only is it some petty shit, but they have his face plastered all over the news for some comical shit. Like he went into the Little Caesars and stole two pizzas, and when the police arrived, there was only one slice left. Back to you, Bob.
Yeah, yeah. Them pale face always do that slick shit, but you gotta understand they could do that because they own the media and they own all the corporations, and the reason why they own that is because of the slave labor from our ancestors. You understand me?
Come
So yeah,
on,
they got
bro.
a big head start for them to do that. But people like you and the brothers and sisters on YouTube nowadays can't combat it with y'all being our source of media. You know what I'm saying? Our main source. So
Yo,
y'all could also bring us the balance, meaning not only the negative stuff that the mainstream promote all the time about our people, but our people here could motherfucker bring us the good shit that uplift our people, or the stuff that they don't show on Fox
man.
and NBC and all them other crap.
Right.
You feel me?
No doubt. Yo, I hate to burst your bubble, man, because you said them pale faces be coming up with this news, but it's sisters graduating from college every day, B. And they be in corporate America, man. If it wasn't for educated sisters, America would fold. It be sisters in them boardrooms coming up with them bright ideas. It be brothers in there too coming up with these amazing ideas in corporate America and don't really get the credit for it. And a lot of
Not
times when it comes to this news, them women that got in the broadcastings behind the scenes and they sitting around the newsroom bored, looking for Jay Leno to pass away or some bullshit, God forbid. You got Quanda in there like, y'all better get up on that ASAP Rocky shit. Y'all know he busts his gun. It might be a person of color behind the scenes, ramping
so
up
you think
all of
it's
this
a
shit,
you
man.
think so you think it's a person behind the color that's helping call the scenes to motherfucking mess up the image
Changing the
of
narrative.
Black Americans?
Yo, you got how many brothers and sisters go to school for criminal justice talking about they trying to get on the inside to help the outside. And when they get in there, they be the main ones hooking and booking you.
I mean, who are they though? Who to say are they really Black Americans though?
Oh, they black. Real black.
Are you sure about that?
A lot of times, man, I seen it with you been to court, man. They got a black bailiff. They got female officers, male officers. They will pin your ass down, boy.
Nah, I hear you. I mean, if listen, if you did something wrong, if you committed I'm American, so you innocent to proven guilty into the court of law. But if you are proven guilty and it's evidence against you that you did it, and we're not going to play dumb, and if you did it, you have to hold that as a man.
Yeah, but you got a brother in there persecuting you, and all he don't even give a damn about the case. He just worried about getting the check.
But who's who to say is that a brother? That's what I'm trying to ask you. Is that a brother for real?
Hell yeah, they do brother shit. They take that court
I
money
mean,
and stunt on the weekend.
I don't understand. I don't know, brother, because we do have coons. Don't get it twisted. We have brothers and amongst our shit that amongst our people that's
We
coons. But
American, we all coons one way or another, man.
listen,
I hate to
but
bust your
but
bubble.
I understand that. But the way you saying, I mean, if we're gonna get there, it's a lot of people that look like you, but that's not you. And I'm saying people could be people that immigrated to America, but from a whole different lineage. You know what I'm saying? And they come here and they have I forget what they call it,
They
but they
got
have
more
and
compassion.
they get
They got
they get educated and all that stuff, and then they have
no, no.
They have an agenda. They have an agenda. Let me get my point across, brother. They have an agenda against the people that's foundational against this land. You know what I'm saying, me? So this is why I need to understand what you're talking about.
Bruh, you gotta
talking about the coons
understand.
of this nation,
No,
or you talking about the
no,
people that's
you
immigrating here?
you gotta
That's going
understand,
against the
man. You
foundation
gotta
of this nation.
understand. You
You
gotta
understand what I'm
understand.
saying?
The foundation of this nation is coonage, man. You
What
gotta
mean, brother?
survive. You
say
can't
the
call
foundation of the
somebody. You
nation
can't
is
say.
coonish, brother. When are the people that
Let me
black Wall
explain
Street are
something to you,
coonish,
bro.
brother?
Let me
The people
explain
from
something to you, brother. What other language do you know thoroughly? And whatever
no,
you
I'm
say, we want to
American. I
hear you
only speak
speak it.
English. I only speak English. My people
Okay,
speak
and with
English.
that with
My
that being
grandmother spoke
said,
English.
and
My grandmother spoke English.
if that's what's being said, ain't nobody more Americanized than Americans, man. We
Yeah,
do it to ourselves.
exactly.
You got to see that we do it to ourselves, man. It ain't got nothing to do with education or nothing like that. It's a part of our culture here, man.
I didn't.
It's
That had nothing to do with
our
what I said,
culture
though.
is American culture, man. So if our culture
Because
is American culture, then we are Americans, man. Ain't no way
I know that.
around it.
I know that, brother. I know that. I know that.
So what we
But
talking about?
that had nothing to do with what I said. What I said is that you saying that you said that it's the our own people doing it, but I'm about to beg different because right about now it's not really like that because it's so much immigration going on over here, and there's a lot of people that immigrate over here that is judges and all that stuff and prosecutors that is going against the foundation of this nation, and there are also coons that's bred amongst us, our people that's here that are coons against us. I ain't going to deny neither all. It's happening.
Yeah, it's all messed up, man. Yo, did you hear about
Absolutely.
the Black Lives Matter woman? Her houses caught on fire. People was getting on her for buying them houses with the Black Lives Matter money and turned around, the houses caught on fire. How you feel about that?
Honestly, I mean, I don't
Two
rock
of
with
the
anybody
three.
that's scamming the foundation. So whatever happened to her, I guess that's I ain't
Some sad
I ain't
shit,
gonna say
man.
that's what she deserved, but it is what it is. You feel me?
Yeah, people saying that it's karma or whatever the case is. And the
Yeah,
reason why I wanted
yeah.
to bring her up is, she FBA Foundational Black America, just like that lady, that mayor, Tiffany Haynerd or whatever, she FBA too. And they catching all types of hell with her, man. So I
Like I
mean, either way you cut it, we our own worst enemy, regardless of where people come from. And the only thing we could do is start respecting each other, man. If we can get that down pat, regardless if you foundational Black American or from the Caribbean or from the continent, if we develop a mutual respect for each other, then I feel like that'd be a step in the right direction. But as far as the mainstream media is concerned, money is money. And they know the masses that really pay attention to things, they will love to see a black face in the news. That's their way of learning. That's how hip hop was able to take off, because people outside of the culture was interested in the culture. That's why when they do these breakdowns, they explain to the masses who's ASAP Rocky, really the ASAP Mob. They give you a historical thing because people want to live through this. It's
Not to
entertainment.
cut you up, brother. Not to cut you up, brother. I mean, the reason hip hop was able to take off because of white America.
Yeah.
That's it. It was because Black America invented it and white America made it commercial.
Okay, brother Malcolm X, I
That's
get
it.
what you're saying, but we just on two different pages, man. And I tried to be on the same page, but you so politically stricken, man. You all about this Black Pantherism, and I understand, man, it was hard in the 60s. But we got to figure out a way to make light of the pain, brother. You can't be like that. You got to love all people, white people, Asian people, Black people, especially Spanish people, man. You gotta have the love in your heart, man. You got to, because all this hatred you spewing, it's not healthy, my brother. But either way, we gonna pray for you, and we ain't got nothing but love for you. And I want to thank you for being the first caller. It's a lot of cowards out there. You called in like a boss, and you held your own. You got your point across and everything like a boss. We appreciate you, man. Don't be no stranger neither. Make sure you call back the next time, homie. All the way from Harlem, New York, y'all. We gonna holler at you later, dog. Real talk. Yo, shout out to him. And thank him so much for his phone call. How long I've been on here? Okay, I'm about to go ahead and close this thing on out. I'm going to answer the question. And thank him so much for his phone call. Y'all be trying to be politically correct on my platform, but when y'all take y'all ass to work and be sucking up to Bob and giggling, smiling all in his face, oh, Bob, patting that man on his sweaty ass back, then got the nerve to go to the bathroom, sniff your fingers, then wash your hands thoroughly. Cause Bob a funky, sweaty motherfucker, and you be all in his face laughing all day. Then you want to get on my platform and start talking about Malcolm X. Man, I'm about to get the fuck out of here. Somebody hit that Cash App for me, please. $ Sean Blaze Docs. I'm gonna go ahead and answer the question, then I'm gonna keep it moving. I got so much love for y'all, man. Is Rihanna a toxic person? Hell yeah. Chris Brown ain't never said nothing about her having no WAP. Not one time. He ain't never say, "Oh, I missed that thing." You ain't never heard nobody bragging on, and this ain't no disrespect to her, man, but you ain't never heard nobody bragging on her WAP. Shaggy, Sean Paul, none of them ain't never said nothing about it, man. It's forgettable. LeBron James ain't never put out a tweet with a peach or nothing on Rihanna. They get with her because she got a couple of jingles on the radio, but she ain't no Madonna. She ain't no Madonna. She ain't no Beyonce. She made annoying music for the 2000s. Y'all think about her singing right now make y'all want to gag. Ella, fuck up your whole gag reflex. And I don't mean no disrespect to Rihanna. They calling her auntie. And she auntie status right now. You can't deny that. Them days done came and went. She out there chopping up, she doing Caribbean shit right now with some saltfish, some ackee, and some plantains. I hope she ain't like Lauryn Hill and be beating them kids all night, man, because that ain't cool to be an R&B singer with a switch. Yo, hello, who this is, man?
What's going on, Sean? What's going on?
Yo, man, I was over here doing my closing statements. You called in. I know you got something great that you want to share with the public, so I'm going to just sit back and let you do your thing, ma.
Rihanna came in because of good timing. Her whole career was...
Rihanna was on Good Times? I thought that was Regina King on Good Times.
That's not what I said. That is not what I said.
My bad.
She had good timing. You never heard people talk about, like, good timing? Like, stuff happened in perfect timing, like a series of events that happened in perfect timing. Like she came in when Destiny Child was leaving, Beyonce's career was just getting started as an artist. She didn't know what she was doing to like her second album. And then there Rihanna was in the middle of that. Shanti wasn't shit. And so here come Rihanna. Rihanna was hot. Rihanna was cute, you know what I'm saying? She was a cool girl, you know. She was hot girl summer before Megan even came around, you know? So, her not wanting to do music right now is kind of odd. I think that, you know, I think that's going to be a reckoning for that. Who knows? She might be the first woman in the next 20 years that gets brought down. The way that Bill Cosby got brought down, the way that Diddy, they might bring her down or something, you know? She ain't got no business not releasing music, if you ask me. That's the dumbest decision she made since she's been famous. All of a sudden, after 15 years, you don't want to release music anymore. What? Where the hell that come from?
Like I say Rihanna is the dead bird. Ever since she made music, it's going to take for Caribbean people to bring Rihanna down. That's the only way it's going to happen. Because if Americans try to bring down Rihanna, they're going to get bombarded with Caribbean people from all over the world. Like, leave her alone. Biggie mother going to come out in her defense. Like, I don't play about Christopher or Rihanna. Like, Rihanna the devil, I know. That Rihanna ain't the devil. That's the only way Rihanna gonna go down.
So y'all think you think she did some witchcraft to get on?
Her family did. I think they did.
Oh wow. Well, I just know she's not American. It's a lot of beautiful American black women down in Florida, up in Pennsylvania, here in Texas. It's a lot of girls that could have got on as a pop star. I have no idea why it's so many black women, young black women, who are capable of being pop stars, and yet here come this woman from the damn Caribbean, from some Barbados, some
Cause
country
she
that
ain't got
nobody
that
even knows
she
what the
ain't
hell
got
that
that
was in
attitude. She ain't
2005.
got that attitude. You see how I be talking and you be talking, she don't do that. When Rihanna hear a man talk, that's when she stop talking. When you hear a man talk, that's when you start talking louder. How you gonna do a recording session? How you gonna do a recording session when the engineer trying to tell you to shut up and you steady talking about, come here, rude boy, let me get it up. Come, you talking over the sound man.
I'm gonna let you get back to your little Asian wife and your 5 half Asian children, your Blasian children.
She said I got Blasian kids. What the fuck? Sean Blasian.
Yeah, we know.
You called in because you had something to say. Well, really, you didn't have something to say. Because if you did, you would have said it instead of trying to bicker with me talking about these imaginary Blasian kids and my Blasian wife, man.
August Alsina is still gay.
Oh my gosh, she about to talk about August Alsina. I ain't got time. And a Blasian wife will sound right about now.
Well, Rihanna is a toxic person to a certain degree. She's not as toxic as a Virgo. So, Rihanna is very receptive. She's a Pisces, so she's very receptive. She's gonna only give you bullshit if you give her bullshit.
So you saying she like a siren or something like that? She went in the studio like, hello. She seduced him with her mermaid abilities and things.
Water sign people, we're very receptive. We only do what you do to us. We try to keep the peace. These earth sign people, they gonna have to get off though in the future.
Hold on, you a water sign yourself? That's what's up, man.
These earth sign people, they want to come in the midst and they want to mess things up and then go about their business, and that's not how it works.
They dirty, you know what I'm saying? Water sign people are some of the most clean, perfect, crystalline. Earth sign people just, and no disrespect, but a lot of times they be dirty.
They really do. They just be messed up. That Virgo, that's the earth sign. That's why the Virgo men born in September, they be sitting up laying with other men and sitting up blaming it on women. I feel so sorry for Jake.
What about the women that be laid up? What about the women that go on vacation with their homegirls, be having girls trips and shit? What about that? What about the women that convince their girl that they don't need no man so they could be with them all the damn time? What about that?
I don't know nothing about somebody not needing a man. I don't know nothing about that. I think
there's women out there that would hate to see you in a relationship with a man. Or there's women out there that would hate to see a woman in a relationship with another man.
That's crazy. That's absolute. That's diabolical.
What about that?
That's diabolical. That's what that is. That's what's that. That's diabolical.
What the fuck? Hey, you real good at this, man. Like, you good at answering questions. You good at conversating. I really do appreciate your phone call. I got to ask you this question. No, but I need you right now. I got to ask you this question because I made this video because I really wanted to get the answer from people. I was under the assumption that if you get with somebody like Rihanna, the sky's the limit. She got her own bag, and if you got your own bag, how could y'all ever fail? But there's a pattern happening here. It's looking like the men that get with her and take her seriously, they always wind up going through court drama. Shit just don't it just don't go right. Things be falling apart. Is it safe to say that Rihanna is a toxic person?
Rihanna need to go somewhere and get herself a white man. She needs to go get herself a non-American white man. That's what she needs to do.
Mama, hold on, my Blasian wife is calling me. I'm sorry. And yeah, hold on. Y'all say I got shit I gotta do, man. And I got nothing but love few dinners ready. Cause she cooks. And I got a foot rub coming up right now. Not from her. I'm going down to the spa. Cause she put me on to, different things that keep you healthy and all that. So I appreciate you, sister. Yeah, keep being miserable and keep being depressed and all that stuff. And we gonna holler at you the next time. Yeah, and you need one too, man. One that's gonna tolerate the shit. And somebody that's gonna tolerate your shit. And you know what? You gonna have to make sure you call back, because I don't know what I would do without you, beautiful. So much love, sister. We gonna holler goodbye. We gonna holler at you later next time, man. Oh my God. How long I been on here? Cause some of this stuff just don't make no damn sense. I ain't got nothing but love for y'all. But like I said, Yamasai, I got shit I gotta do. Y'all make sure y'all hit that. I'ma holler at y'all next time. Let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section, man. No doubt. So much love. I'ma holler at y'all later.